Hello everyone, this is Kushanu here and welcome back to the FPL Enthusiast YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. So it was a good game week. I got a total of -1 points from 4 of my players. Even then my team did manage to score 61 points, 6 points more than the game week average. I'm really happy with the 61 point return this game week. I am only 11 points away from the top 100k and 19 points away from the top 50k, which is fairly decent at this stage of the season. In this video, I'll review how my team is lining up for Game Week 6, which doesn't really look good because I have 4 players flagged for injuries in my starting lineup. I'll also talk about my transfer plans and the best captaincy options for this game week. So in goal, I have Salah. Wolves play Southampton away in Game Week 6. Southampton isn't really great at attacking. They're the 7th worst attacking team in the league in terms of goal attempts. They've had only 57 goal attempts in the first 5 game weeks. Wolves, on the other hand, are the second best defending team in the league, even after that poor defensive performance last week against Brentford. Wolves might not be great at finishing and scoring goals, but one game doesn't define how they are when it comes to defending. They're still the second best defending team in the league in terms of shots conceded. They've conceded only 42 shots and 29 chances in the first 5 game weeks. I can see a clean sheet for Salah and Wolves this game week. The first defender is Trent. He is currently flagged as a doubt for this game week, but I think he should be okay to play against Brentford. Klopp did mention a couple of days ago that he doesn't have any COVID symptoms and he should be fine in the next few days. Liverpool and Trent have had a great start to the season. Trent has played only 4 games and in those 4 games he has had 10 chances, he's created 20 chances, he's had 3 goal attempts in the box and 3 shots on target. If Trent is to miss this game week for any reason, I might actually take him out this game week for a Chelsea player. Liverpool play Brentford this game week and then they play Manchester City in game week 7. I feel Trent will lose his appeal as a fantasy asset for the next 2 weeks if he misses this game. A Chelsea defender is on my cards to bring in anyways, and I'll probably do it this week instead of game week 7. I might actually bring in Alonso from Chelsea. He didn't start the EFL Cup game this week, so he should probably start the game against Manchester City this weekend. The second defender is Tierney. Arsenal plays Tottenham at home in game week 6. Now Tierney has given me 2 out of 2 clean sheets in the past 2 game weeks, and I think this could be another one as well. Tottenham aren't really looking in the best of form currently and Arsenal is kind of bouncing back. Tierney has done pretty well for me in the past 2 weeks. In the first 5 games, he has had 5 chances, he's created 9 chances, he's had 3 goal attempts in the box and 1 shot on target. I plan on having him in my team for another 3 weeks, given he is fit to start. Arsenal play Brighton and Crystal Palace in game week 7 and 8 and I think there could be returns for him in those 2 games. The third defender in my team is Lucas Digne. Now he's also flagged as a risk to start the game against Norwich at home. Since I've had him in my team, in the past 2 weeks, he's returned a total of 1 point for me. And I was wishing for him to get a haul this week, but I'm not sure if he's going to start. He came off with an ankle injury in the 80th minute of the EFL Cup game. Benitez did state that the injury isn't anything major and he hopes that Digne will be ready to start against Norwich over the weekend. In the past 5 game weeks, Digne has looked decent, but he hasn't had an attacking return as of yet this season. He's had 4 chances, he's created 10 chances, he's had no goal attempts in the box and no shots on target. I hope he's ready to start this week. He will be heading out of my team next week and I really want to return from him before he does. The first midfielder in my team is Salah. He plays Brentford in game week 6. I don't even know if I need to mention anything about him. He's in great form. A good return from him this week will not be surprising. A lot of managers will be captaining Salah this week, but I am getting a feeling to go for someone else this week and I'll talk about him in a minute. I don't see any benching for Salah like the defenders were last week, but he could be taken off early if Liverpool are in the lead because they play Porto in the Champions League game next week. The second midfielder is Torres. He started the EFL Cup game on Tuesday. He did score and was taken off at the 72nd minute, but that still doesn't give me enough confidence that he will start against Chelsea. I feel that he is a benching risk and I think I'll move him on for Sarr. But with so many injury concerns in my team currently, I don't want to make any early transfers. I want to wait for the team news on Friday after the pre-match conferences to understand who is available to start and who isn't. I want to make sure that I have a strong starting lineup after I make the transfers. The third midfielder is Dirgajata. So he was in the team for the EFL Cup game against Norwich, but he didn't start nor did he come off the bench. So that is a good sign that he could potentially start against Brentford. Now Klopp did mention that Firmino wasn't ready to play against Norwich in the EFL Cup game and he just started training on Monday. So he isn't too far away from playing a game. I feel that Firmino will come off the bench against Brentford, but Jota will start against Brentford. I'll keep him in my team for this week, but I think it all depends on team news, which will be key this Friday. Fourth player in midfield is Ben Rama. He plays Leeds away this game week and then Brentford next week. I will definitely not take him out for the next two fixtures. He has returned at a rate of 6.8 points per game week for me. He has been the best pick for me this season. He is the only West Ham cover for the next 2 weeks that I have, and I want him just so that he can counterbalance the missing Antonio. The last midfielder is the flagged Rafinha. He came off with a hip injury against Newcastle, and it currently doesn't look good for him as of now to start against West Ham. If he's out for just 1 week, I'll probably bench him, but if he's out for 2 or more game weeks, then I'll probably ship him out. I haven't looked into who I want to get, but Gallagher from Crystal Palace could be a great budget option. Gallagher's stats are really good. He has had 4 stats and he's nailed on. He's very attacking and he could provide attacking returns in the next 2 fixtures against Brighton and Leicester. The first attacker in my team is Ronaldo. I currently have the captaincy armband around him. I think he is a great captain pick this week. He wasn't in the team against West Ham in the EFL Cup game. He will definitely start, but I see him being taken off at the 60th or the 70th minute mark so that he can play the game against Villarreal in the Champions League next week. He has played only 2 games, but he has already had 12 goal attempts in the box and 7 shots on target. He's looking great, and I see a haul coming from him this week against Aston Villa. The second attacker is Bamford, who is also flagged. Bielsa didn't really give an update on Bamford, and I'm not sure if he will start or not this weekend. He did miss out on the EFL Cup tie on Tuesday, and hopefully he will be back for the game against West Ham. Now, I moved Antonio on because Bamford was expected to score more points between game week 5 and 7 compared to Antonio. If Bamford misses out, I'm not sure if that's going to hold true anymore. I don't like making reverse moves, but I really can't have 4 flag players in my team and then a weak bench. The injuries are just creating a lot of issues right now, and I'm just waiting for the team news to come out on Friday so that I can strategically make the moves best for my team. So on my bench, I have Steer, who's not going to start. I have Street from Crystal Palace, who's not going to start either. I just have 2 players who could potentially come off the bench for me. One of them is Tanganga, who plays Arsenal away, and the second one is Williams, who plays Everton away. I do have a few players in mind right now that I think could be good options in defense and midfield moving forward. In defense, I'm thinking about a double Chelsea defense to target the Chelsea fixtures from game week 7 to 12. Now, I'm looking at Alonso and Rudiger as my primary options, or even Alonso and Azpilicueta. Rudiger and Alonso haven't missed a game yet, but a benching could be seen for them in the near future. But Azpilicueta and Christensen have been rested before, which makes me feel that going for at least one of them could be a safe bet, and then we could go for somebody more attacking like Alonso. In midfield, I'm thinking of 3 options currently. Sarr for his 2 great fixtures against Newcastle and Leeds, Gallagher for his next 2 fixtures against Leicester and Brighton, and Tielemans for his next 4 fixtures against Burnley, Crystal Palace, Manchester United and Brentford. All of these are short-term picks and could pay off even if I take hits. It all depends on the team news. That will decide which players I'll be shipping out and who I'll be getting in. For captaincy, I think there are 2 clear choices this week. It's either Salah or Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo could trump Salah this week for captaincy, and mainly because it's a home fixture for Ronaldo, and also Aston Villa's defensive stats are slightly worse compared to Brentford's. Brentford has conceded 2 goals when they were expected to concede 4 in the opening 5 games, whereas Aston Villa has conceded 7 and they were expected to concede only 4 in the first 5 games. I'm sure Salah will score, but I think Ronaldo will outscore him this game week. Also, go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed the content, and if you don't, still go ahead and like it. Let's try to get to 1,000 sub mark by the game week 8 deadline. Thank you everyone who has subscribed to the channel. Let's keep this momentum going. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button and press that small bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon again.